It would all depend on what my outcome was. So I think that you probably got a few different outcomes, and your strategy would be dictated by what your ultimate outcome was. So let's just suppose that your strategy is simply to liquidate your stock and get back as much money as you can from it, ready to then go, you know what, I'm going to go and do something different. I'm going to try a different product. So if that is your strategy, if that's what your goal is, then I think your best strategy to do that is something like, I'd run either a lightning deal, which is one very good thing to do, or I'd run a Groupon deal. So I'd run one of two things, a Groupon / one of those daily deal websites. If you just want to liquidate your stock and get back as much money as quickly as possible, lightning deal, flash sale, whatever you call it, on Amazon, or run something through Groupon. Okay, now the downside of both of those is that you're just going to get your money back, but you ain't going to get it all back. You've got a discount, but then you get rid of your stock. You've got some cash back, and hopefully you're broken even on what you've been able to do. But it's a very fast way of liquidating stock to get some money back for yourself, okay? And I've done that quite a few different times. And indeed, interestingly enough, I've also used daily deal sites. So in Australia, there's a catch of the day, for instance. I've also experimented with catch of the day as a launch strategy, which has had interesting results. So that's something I'll be sharing at a later phase. But that's what I would do if my goal was for that. Now, if, however, your goal was simply to avoid the long-term storage fees that Amazon imposes after 6 months, and then again after 12 months, then what you want to do is you take all of your product out of Amazon, you put it into another warehouse. Typically, you can just use an FBA prep service for that. Another warehouse, and then you rebook it into Amazon. And by doing that, you can avoid your long-term storage fees because you've taken all your product out. Kind of you quasi-close your listing, or you put it on hold, and then you rebook it back in. And then you start from day one again as far as your long-term storage fee goes. So you could do that if that's one of your potential things. And if I wanted to basically to kickstart my sales, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I want to get rid of my stock because it's maybe expiring or something like that, but I ultimately want to continue to sell that product, then the best strategy to do is to relaunch your product onto Amazon. And to do that, you want to follow my training that is very, very clearly laid out in module number 6. Follow that to the letter, and that will help you relaunch your product on Amazon. You'll get new reviews, get a boost in sales, and if your plan is to then continue to sell that product, you'll get your reviews and you can continue that way. So 3 different strategies for 3 different outcomes. But each one of those will get you where you want to go to, depending on what your own particular goals are for where you wanted to get. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much, much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it,
odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, and post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.